of whooping and hollering, ladies and gentlemen, for the wonderful, it's Diarmuid! Is that?
That's fine.
That's fine. Excellent. Hello. So my name is Diarmuid, or if you prefer the iPhone 6 autocorrect version, my name is Diarmuid. Diarmuid is a very Irish name. My parents initially wanted to call me Dermot after my father, but they decided, like a good sort of Irish, good coffee, to sort of Irish it up a small bit. So they opted to go for Diarmuid instead. And like I said, it's very Irish, not in the real sort of Gaelic way, but more in for the people who aren't Irish. We're notoriously shit at speaking our own language. So much so that when I was 23, we discovered that Diarmuid doesn't mean Dermot. Diarmuid, for no reason, means Jeremiah. So, if you approach me after the gig, I will also answer to Jerry, or indeed J Slice. So I'm clearly a rebel. I'm also, as you may have noticed, incredibly tall. I am 6'7". I drank. Thank you. I did it all on my own. I drank a huge amount of milk as a child. Hashtag dairy maid. Does anyone consider themselves here to be tall?
No. Yeah.
No, I'm not accepting that for a second. Right. Does anyone, no one considers to be tall. What is with you people? One hand at the back. What height are you?
5'9".
That's not tall. That's not. This is tall, right? Have you ever tried to have a bath? So already you're not tall, right? You try to have a bath, and you get up to the bath, you fill the bath with water, and then you remember you're 6'7". And they don't build baths for people who are 6. The closest I have to a bath is what you guys call a lake, right? So I get into the bath, or I try into the bath. So my body is lying down, my legs start to stick up, and I look uncannily like a drunken, fallen over capital L. And people say weird shit to you when you're tall. This is the weirdest thing. People say stuff to you, like, I had a bloke say to me recently, did I know how lucky I was? Like, this is the dream. Like, all I ever wanted since I was a little girl, since I was a little boy. But I so hope you didn't get that. Since I was a little boy. All I wanted as a little boy was to spend every single 3-hour flight to Spain sitting like I'm a 45-degree acute angle. Ryanair is literally a cheap torture chamber for me. With expensive scratch cards. One I got recently as well, and the weirdest one I ever got, was someone said, do you know how I wish I could see the world like you do? I'm not the fucking Dalai Lama, lads. There isn't some kind of like deep empirical or spiritual truth that you can only discover when you're 6'4" and up, right? There isn't like a roller coaster of knowledge with a bloke standing there saying, no, you have to be this height or up if you want to understand the deep truths of stuff like love, life, and Brexit. Being this tall very simply means I see the world at a marginally higher gradient than all of you, and I can't buy jeans. I went into a clothes shop recently to buy a pair of jeans. I wasn't going to name them, but fuck it, they come out of the story very badly. I was in Marks and Spencer's trying to buy a pair of jeans, and I find a really nice pair, and I go up to the guy behind the counter, and I said, "Looks like, do you have these in a 38-inch leg?" For those keeping track, about the same length as Liechtenstein. So I go up, so I have him stand, do you have these in this size? And he just looks at me with disgust. And he just goes, no. We've nothing for you. Or your kind. So shove that up your 5'9". So the other thing to know about the J-slice is that I am a worrier. Any worriers in? More worriers than tall people. That's really weird. Okay, if you're a worrier, you'll know about this. There's basically two different types of worrying, right? There's rational worrying and there's irrational worrying. The problem is, I've hit fucking boss level at both of these, right? In the like Nintendo game of worrying, right? I have beaten the boss. I've beaten the dragon. I've like, captured the princess. And I'm so worried about all the collateral damage I've done to the villagers during my pursuits that I can't enjoy any of the spoils of this. And like some stuff I worry about is completely, well, it's arguably rational. Stuff like, for example, I legitimately feel at the age of 26 like I'm going to die alone. Aww. Thank you. 6 weeks I've said in this course, no one said that. Well, I legitimately think I'm going to die alone. And the problem I have is that, again, at 26, that's ridiculous. But like, do you know that conversation that you have with yourself? You know, when you meet someone and you're like, this person's just perfect. And I want to spend all my time with this person. And, you know, fighting with them is like fighting with a part of myself. And that, you know, I feel that like, you know, I want my friends to like them, but I don't give a fuck if they don't really. I feel like in 20 years' time, that's legitimately how I'm going to talk about my beard. And it's not unanimous as a scary thing. I'm pretty sure my beard isn't happy about that. It keeps growing like really clumpy. And I'm feeling like, you know, in a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to wake up completely clean shaven with some kind of like hairy suicide note on my face. The other thing that I worry about, say, for example, is stuff like, let's skip over that, is stuff like, for example, say, I'm afraid like my toaster is going to like, you know, burn my house down. Even though my toaster can't burn bread. You know, at best, if it really committed and really tried, my toaster could maybe give a vague outline of a tan to some bread. Maybe. My toast in the morning looks like it's been on some sort of cold, sun-barren hole of a holiday in somewhere like Longford. But like, what can I offer you to finish up? Because I'm aware this has got really bleak really quickly. And I feel like I need some kind of solution. Me, a man who just fictionalized a fake relationship with a part of his face in order to, you know, hide his terrifying anxiety of he's going to die alone one day. So what can I offer you? Worrying is problematic. And anxiety is very, very common. And there are solutions and there are answers out there. And I'm really, really lucky that I'm one of the people who knows what they are. And I will happily come up to you afterwards and tell you about it. That is, of course, if you happen to be 6'4" or up. Thanks very much.